If you're trying to make your first 1K online, the good news is you don't have to have a huge audience and you don't have to have a viral video. And I made money online from a lot of different things. So things like YouTube, affiliate marketing, digital products, freelancing. And what I've learned is most creators hit their first K by focusing on the right things. So in this video, I'm going to break down the most realistic ways creators can make their first $1,000 online. So most creators are chasing the wrong thing. So they're probably trying to go viral, posting a lot of content. And these are things that I used to do, but you'll see in this video there's a faster path and easier ways. Or they're probably doing a bunch of random different side hustles, shiny object syndrome. You see, oh, this person made $1,000. Let me try that. Oh, I see something cool over there. Let me try that. And this is the framework behind creator income. This is what I'm going to teach you in this video and what I would teach someone that wants to start a online creator business. So you have skills, content, and assets. So you see, content isn't number one, and this is what I focused on, and this is not what I would teach. The first way is skills, hands down, fastest way to monetize. And then I want to touch a little bit on assets. So, assets, what I mean by that is creating something that can continue to work for you long term. And then when you start to stack these things together, and honestly, they kind of work together, this is when you can start to build like a real online business. All right. So the fastest path is freelancing. This is where you're pretty much just offering your skills to the market. You complete the service, you get paid for it. So you could see I have some examples right here of things like video editing, thumbnails, copywriting, graphic design. Now, you could freelance so many different things. I mean, what I focused on in the beginning was I actually did some video editing. I did a little bit of graphic design, some thumbnails, because I had the experience from running my YouTube channel. So, what I like to tell people is just lean into what you're already doing or what you have some experience in. And the thing about freelancing is you don't need a huge audience. And honestly, you don't need a lot of clients depending on how you're pricing your services. So to get started with this, you could look at platforms like Fiverr and Upwork, or you could just even market your freelance services through social media. So when I started, I leaned into Fiverr. It's a platform that I still use today. I get clients monthly from it. So I think Fiverr and Upwork is a good starting point because they have the clients there. You just have to go there, make your profile, pitch yourself on Upwork. You have to pitch your services. All right, next we have coaching and consulting. This is pretty much just leveraging your experience and expertise and offering that as like a coaching or consulting call. So, what you're doing is you're just helping solve a pain point that a person has. So, the coaching that I've offered and I still offer today, my puppy is biting my foot, is YouTube coaching. So, that's helping usually new creators or creators that they've been creating for a little while and they feel stuck or they just need some strategy and guidance. So that's the coaching that I offer. And it's just from my experience of being a YouTube creator since 2016. So, like I said, just leveraging the experience that I have in solving a pain point in the market that people have, which is, growing and strategy behind their YouTube channel. Next, we have affiliate marketing. This is one of my favorites, and this is a big part of my creator business right now. It started out kind of slow. To be honest, affiliate marketing can start slow, but as you get better at it, your content library expands. It's something that compounds like crazy. And what this is, if you don't know, it's pretty much where you recommend it could be a tool that you use or some kind of software or even a product. And when someone clicks on your affiliate link, if they purchase, you're going to get a percentage of that sale. So it really depends on what you're recommending. Like different things have different commission percentages. So the main affiliate marketing platform that I use is Amazon Associates, and their commissions are on the lower side, but it's something once you put out a lot of content, a lot of links, it can really start to add up. And for my affiliate marketing, I mainly do this through YouTube. That's my favorite way to do affiliate marketing and what I recommend and tell people because the YouTube platform is a search engine. So if you know how to leverage it, if you understand SEO, and you make evergreen content, this content can keep working for you for years. And this right here is just some of the content you can use on YouTube for your affiliate marketing and things that I use. So that's tutorials, Reviews are good, especially when you're recommending a product on Amazon. That's what I do. And then like tool roundups or just mentioning a tool that you use. And if you want to know just how this looks, even in this video description, I have some affiliate links. So you can see that I'm recommending like tools that I use for my business, different tools that I use for different programs that I'm in, and I probably have some links to some products that I use. All right, next we have the Amazon Influencer Program, another one of my favorites, and it's a big part of my online business. So, what this is you're creating shoppable videos. Some people like to call them review videos, and you post these to Amazon. Amazon will post these on the product page. So, when you're shopping on Amazon, you go to a product, you'll see if the brand has it open influencer videos. So, if someone watches that video and they don't click on any other video and they purchase, you're going to get a commission from that sale. With this program, it's just strictly on site on the Amazon product pages. Now, they do have another program that I mentioned earlier. That's the Amazon Associate. So that's offsite. That's why I said I'm using YouTube with that. So we're driving traffic to Amazon from offsite. So this one is just on site, it's just on Amazon. You don't need a massive following. Now, you do have to get accepted into this program, but you don't need a huge following. I've seen people get accepted with, less than 100 followers because they're just looking at engagement. But yeah, if you're a content creator, this is probably the best opportunity to make your first 1K, and just honestly, you could even build a business online by doing this. All right, next we have digital products. So once you've helped people with whatever skill you have or your content, you can package your knowledge into something scalable. So this is how I approach digital products. I think I made my first digital product in like early, it was maybe around 2020. I had already had two channels at that time. Then I was trying to grow and just experimenting, trying new things online. I was like, okay, I have some good knowledge in something. At the time, it was photography, the business side of photography. So I created a photography business starter kit. So it was just packaging what I had learned into a digital product that I could sell. And when it comes to digital products, this isn't something I recommend starting with. You can see I put here, once you've helped people with your skills or content, because I see a lot of, content online where it's people are pushing this hard to kind of like start with. I don't recommend starting with it. It's not how I started. So yeah, digital products, they have a lot of potential, especially when you merge it with YouTube. This is something that you have to market. I think, video content is the best way to market your digital product. And just a tip for creating this is it's kind of like with the coaching and consulting, you want to solve a problem, but you also want to look at market demand. What's in the market? What are people talking about that people have problems with? And then create a product that can solve that problem. And I wanted to throw this one in, and you can see I have it last because it's not something that I would recommend you start out with. And this is what I focused on in my early days of a content creator. And this is what I see a lot of content creators focus on. They're trying to get YouTube AdSense, but man, trust me, it's a long game. And that's not to say that you can't make money from AdSense. It's just, as you can see, you have to qualify first. That's going to take time, right? You have to have 1K subscribers, 4K watch hours. I think the fastest I've gotten a channel monetized was, I think, 11 months. You have some people that blow up pretty quick and they get crazy AdSense, but for most people, it's not going to happen that way. Just from what I've seen, I've coached a lot of creators from my own channels, and it's just not a business model that I would teach of, your whole income revolving around YouTube AdSense because it's so many layers, and it just fluctuates. Just keep in mind with YouTube, it's more of a long game. It's something that has a lot of potential long term and can become a great asset, but later down the line. So these income streams, they stack over time, and you can reach 1K with just one of these paths. There's a lot of different ways you can do this. And I usually, what I teach is focusing on 1 to 2 income streams at a time, because I think when you do that, you can grow faster versus if you're focusing on like 4 different income streams. Just focus on one. If you want to do two, make sure you're doing two that makes sense or that they're connected. So that's the key when you're stacking multiple income streams. It's like, are you stacking multiple income streams that make sense? Because I've seen people, they'll do one and then the second one is completely different, versus Like if I'm doing YouTube, I can merge that with affiliate marketing because they naturally work together and it makes sense. But as you do this longer and you get more experience, these new income streams, they'll naturally kind of just come into your online creator business. So the big takeaways here, I like to do takeaways with my videos and just kind of summarize things. So build valuable skills. I do think as a newer creator, skills are the foundation. If you want to make thousands, not just a couple hundred kind of side hustle, if you want this to grow into something real, a real online business, I think skills are a great place to start. And then create helpful content. This is how you can attract your audience, market your services, or you could do affiliate marketing. And then long term, this is something that can turn into a digital asset that keeps working for you and keeps bringing in income. And then just letting all these assets compound. That's the beautiful thing about all these things and what I've experienced. It could be a struggle in the beginning stages, but when you stick with it and you know what to focus on, you will see this compounding effect with some of these things. And not all these income streams are 100% passive. Like you're still going to have to put in some work, but some of these things are things that you can step away from and still keep earning from your content and other things. And if you want to go full time without going viral, I have a free guide which breaks down this path. So it's my framework of skills, content, and assets. So if you want to check that out, I'll have a link in my video description below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on my next video.